Corey Amsler, and welcome to another segment of 100 Years, 100 Objects, the Mercer Centennial Moment. In our last segment, we featured a cane or walking stick that had belonged to Anne Chapman, a traveling Quaker minister around the turn of the 18th century. This time, we focus on another walking stick with a very different history and dated about 200 years after Anne Chapman's time. Particularly apropos the story behind this cane. Now that we're in the political season and in the midst of the nominating conventions of the Republican and Democratic Party, because this cane is associated with a one-time Democratic nominee and ultimately President Grover Cleveland, who was nominated by the Democratic Party back in 1884 and won the presidential election that year. Before his ascent to the presidency, Cleveland had served as the mayor of Buffalo, New York, and as governor of the state of New York. The story that accompanies the cane goes that Cleveland, a big fan of card games, was engaged in a high-stakes poker game in Buffalo with a German ambassador and a gentleman from New York by the name of Mr. Frisbee. According to the story, Mr. Frisbee believed he had the winning hand, a royal flush, but he was reluctant to play the hand given the large amount of money on the table and the potential embarrassment that it might cause to Cleveland, then a rising political star, if he won the hand in the pot. Looking at Cleveland, looking at the money on the table, and looking at his hand, Frisbee is alleged to have said in deference and with modesty, "I pass." Impressed by Frisbee's refusal to cash in at Cleveland's expense, the German ambassador had the words "I pass" and a royal flush engraved on the head of one of his own canes, an antler-headed cane, which he presented to Frisbee in recognition of the latter's honor and the deference that he had shown during the card game. The cane eventually found its way into the hands of an acquaintance of Henry Mercer, Relsey Bell, who subsequently presented it to the museum back in 1923. So we shall see if the tradition of honor that was established at that poker game back in the 1880s and is symbolized by this artifact actually makes its appearance in the political arena this election season. Thanks very much for watching. This has been another Mercer Centennial Moment. I'm Corey Amsler, and we'll see you next time.